Good afternoon. My name is Julian Tinajero. This is my R1301 presentation. For my project, I focus on the theme and national identity as it pertains to these art pieces. I examine the connection between certain art pieces, both photographs and oil paintings, with the culture from which they're from. I describe the properties along with the meaning behind each one. Each was unique, but they all had the same national representation with a focus on a particular time period for that nation or culture. For the three pieces of art, I went ahead and described the elements of art, design, time period, drawing medium, theme, and culture. The first example of national identity that I examined and researched with Fred Lamb's Banda Dance, which was from the Bagamandori culture. It is a ritualistic dance that is practiced in order to please spiritual beings. It is made up of natural and man-made items, including grass, wood, beads, paint, um, and more. It could be anything that they grab from the land or specifically made handmade. It is meant to represent an exaggerated human face, while they also while at the same time dancing elaborate human-like movement or animal-like movements. Um, very elaborate choreography. It is said that they are meant to ward off animal attacks, evil spirits, and other humans. It was also meant to please elders in that tribe. Each tribe uses different color shapes and sizes to signify their heritage and customs. For instance, each tribe or each culture will have their, in the Bagamandori culture, sorry, each tribe will have different ones, different sizes, different colors, different schemes of the masks. Uh, this is a direct representation of national identity as it is particularly unique to this Bagamandori culture, and it is an example of the art that they produced. This is another example of the banda dance. This is my second image for it. As previously described again, this garment was individually crafted. As you can see here, the grass goes all the way below the knees and sometimes touches the floor. It is specific to the tribe as you saw in this photo, it is different. Each tribe, each family, or sometimes seasons of the year, they will make different masks. And this one is different and unique in its own sense, along with the color scheme, but very similar. The principles and elements of this artwork are emphasis, variety, and color. The culture and national identity of Mandori culture, along with the ideology and history, is examined and seen through Fred Lamb's photograph, The Band Dance, and is therefore of national identity. The second art piece that I focused on and researched was Eugene Delacroix's Liberty Leading the People, which is questionably France's most popular and important pieces of art to that national identity. Eugene Delacroix's Liberty Leading the People is of the French origin during the French Revolution in the 18th and 19th centuries. It is an oil painting that has principles of design, of balance, movement, color, space, and value. Depth was also used to gauge the sizes of each individual person. The sizes are all correct. How each person is around the same size. The muskets that they carry, the flag that she's carrying, the bodies laying around. Shadows were also used to portray deep emotion, as you can feel the sense of patriotism, but also the loss of life going on during this time. His painting is again, if not one of the most important in French history and in France. Uh, Therefore, its theme is of national identity as it directly pertains to France's national identity. Lastly, the last art piece that I will be examining is John Gast's American Progress, that was made in the United States during the 19th century as a representation of the expansion of the Western frontier. Um, it is also out, it displays the expansionism of the United States to the Western frontier, but also puts on display the oppression and the, in a sense, ignorism of the United States' treatment of Native Americans and the expansion of the Western frontier. The elements of design are color, shape, form, value, movement, and emphasis. All of these are incorporated into the painting. As you can see, the Native Americans in Buffalo and the animals getting pushed away while settlers, train tracks, railroads, telephone lines are all getting moved and pushed. Um, the woman in the middle of the picture is meant to represent manifest destiny as the destiny to make it to the Pacific Ocean for the United States. In this photo is make it to seem that it is meant for the American or the Anglo-American to or the United States as a whole to continue pushing westward, regardless of what was on that side, and just to continue until they hit the Pacific Ocean, as it was their manifest destiny. This is a prime example of American culture at the time, and it is the basis upon which the United States was built today. The painting's theme is of national identity without a doubt. Um, it is from the 19th century again, when a time when America was industrializing and moving forward at a rapid pace. Again, this is an oil painting. John Gass focused on the details, but he did do unproportional sizing of the figures and people in this. As you can see, all in one, you have Native Americans and on their horses on one side, you have a giant woman in the middle, you have wagons trained, you have a city in the background. Nothing's proportional, and is meant to display the entire western frontier. There is some sort of mountains in the back, so it is meant to signify the entire western frontier and America's goal to tame it. And that was my last one. Thank you.